expected.
That is up there.
It should be sort of right when this crests.
Okay.
At the top or just over it?
It's 9 more meters vertically.
So pretty much the top.
Yeah.
Actually, haven't been to this site yet. This microbial colonization experiment site.
Nailed it.
Oh,
There we
sure
go.
found it.
There we go.
Okay, so where are we going around here?
Do you guys have a copy of the dive plan in front of you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so back page, one of the back pages there, you will see it's like figure 3. Yep, you got it. And then you see it says, what is the temperature in here? So they have, I feel like we're looking at it.
Yeah, it's that that black vent between that we're seeing through the experiments.
Yeah, just underneath A at the
Oh,
moment.
right, there it is. Yeah, good call, Miles. That's it.
Wow, auto, I'll decide not, that
You-
black vent
you
over the
have-
top.
Yep.
Yeah, you have hot water, so
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So I'm going over the top and around to the other
I
side.
would just
Yes.
pirouette. It's a good pirouette practice.
Love a good pirouette.
So for those of you watching on Nautilus Live, these orange cones are a microbial growth experiment that was placed by us a couple of days ago on this expedition. They are sitting over the sites of diffuse flow.
Wow, some of them are really grown on already.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at number
Oh, wow, yeah. The
Was it-
nearest one, it looks like.
2 or 3.
So the idea is that we will allow those a few days to see inside those cones are a set of different substrates that
Right, we're not picking up any of those today, right? Science?
You got it. Yeah, we're not picking anything up. And so it's a time series, but correct, we're not picking anything up today.
Greg,
Yeah.
can you, I'm afraid I'm going to get a little stabby with that temp
Sure.
sensor. Can you tuck it in?
Yep. Give me camera.
Yeah, just over the porch would be great. Yeah. Awesome.
So you're going to end up just like the picture, fully nestled like in there.
Okay.
So you're going to be setting down on the tube worms and on top of some of that diffuse flow in front of you. Like
Yeah,
6
maybe
inches.
even put the porch on the marker chain.
Yeah, or like right against the marker chain.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing. We spent so much time here placing these probes, and what was it, 20 or 30 feet away was a unnoticed pink flamingo.
Just goes to show you never know it's around the corner at the bottom of the ocean.
I've got a great comment that I might feed in a bit later on
I would tilt your main HD down
why
so
there's
you
a
can see your porch.
on why there's a power cord attached to that flamingo.
I can see it better, I think, in the bubble.
Yeah, it's just the two perspectives.
Yeah.
I'll bite John. Why is there a power cord attached to the flamingo?
Oh, it's just to kind of clear it with the back row. This is somebody we know to be kind of outside the sort of the principal collaboration, and essentially it's the phrase they're using is biorock, i.e. An electric field may promote growth on a metal frame and begins to create an artificial reef this way. So Mbari may have actually created a weak voltage drop on that flamingo to see if it would work.
Cool.
I got nothing more than that.
Cool.
Resetting max temp.
That was a terrible joke.
Gabby, can I see my claw I'll run this one.
So Flamingo walked into a hydrothermal vent. Take it away, John.
We have to figure out where we're going. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can figure out where the hottest spot is.
I know, it's pretty, like, there's a lot of flow around there.
It's all heading towards us, too.
It's a hot mess.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like that.
Sorry, I couldn't
That's
help myself.
Really
Yeah.
good.
I'm not supposed to say everything that goes through my brain. But I couldn't help it.
This is a safe space, Darlene.
Thank you, Gabby.
Video, let's push in on Herc.
Okay.
Hold that.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm in the best spot. Video, let's push in some more.
Okay.
Hold that. Thanks, Gabby.
It's 200.
Yeah, you want to center, see if we can center that up. I'm going to try and get in that. It seems like there's a spot next to me. Oop. Yeah. All right, video,
Zoom
let's
in a
push
little
in
bit.
again. Hold that.
I'm afraid you're not going to get much more focus out of that shimmer.
No, it's pretty focused.
What are your other temp sensors saying? That's good.
So that's what's hitting the light bar, basically.
Yeah. We can't see the Norbit.
No. And it's not on.
No. All the other temperature sensors are all up at the front, aren't they?
Yes. For a second, I wanted to tell you all about the degrees that are being
So for those of you following on Nautilus Live, this extreme close-up you've got here is just Hercules up close and personal.
Yeah, the O2 and the... Oh, I'm sorry, John.
No, don't worry.
The O2 and the CTD are the only other temp sensors on the front of the vehicle, or on the vehicle that we can see right now.
Yeah.
They're both reading 2 degrees, and they're both on the port side of the vehicle on the light bar, or close to it. So this may be 130 or 242 degrees where Greg's measuring, but it's...
Cools off pretty quick.
Yeah, it's almost like freezing up at the light bar. Okay, sorry, John.
No, that's okay, Gabby. That was interesting.
I got in the zone looking at the sensors.
That's cool.
The sensor's on.
So this is an up-close view of our last hydrothermal vent of the day. We've spent the day going around characterizing some of the temperature extremes coming out of these hydrothermal vents.
Hey, new high.
Our high for the day is about just 300.4 degrees Celsius. We're just finishing up at this site here, and then probably in about 10-12 minutes from now we'll draw the dive to a close and come off the bottom. That'll give us a great chance to go through some of your questions and comments on Nautilus Live. Just to kind of give you a quick positional update, this vent is part of the Seacliff hydrothermal vent field. We're operating with our ROVs about 2.7 kilometers under the ocean right now at the edge of the giant rift valley that is the Gorda Ridge, the location on the Earth's crust where the Pacific and the Gorda plates meet each other. This whole feature is about 180 kilometers off the west coast of North America, just where California meets Oregon. So hopefully that gives you a sense of all the different scales you can zoom in through before you get to this wonderful close-up view of the vent. The field you're looking at is probably about 20 centimeters by 10 centimeters across, just to give you a sense of how close we really are zoomed in here.
Yeah, video come full wide, we'll give them a perspective shot.
Okay. Here we are.
Those orange cones you can see in the background, that's a microbial growth experiment that we actually placed there about 2 days ago. You can see that the outsides have already got a lot of what might appear to be growth on there. We're not exactly sure from that
Good move.
that shot. But over the next couple of days we'll be returning to this site and collecting some of those growth experiments. I know that Amy and Sarah, our onboard microbiologists, will be, I think, pretty pleased to see the growth that's already occurring on them.
I think a lot of that is snails.
Yeah, I was trying to be cautious because I can't really see it, and yeah, it was unclear whether it's even biology or maybe a little bit of mineralization, I'm not sure, or sediment. But you're right, I guess that's valuable real estate for filter feeders.
Ocean view. Location, location, location.
Mm-hmm. It seems like we're pretty close to our high for this spot.
I guess you always second guess yourself a little bit, wondering whether a centimeter to the left or a centimeter to the right, it makes a little bit of difference.
Yep, well that's all I moved to get to this spot, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty stable, doesn't it? So 267.6.
So yeah, we've had one of our contributors to Nautilus Live suggest that those creatures on the growth experiments are limpets, which apparently are very abundant at this Seacliff site. That's one of the great things about this exploring method with Nautilus Live, broadcasting to the world. The expertise goes way beyond the room.
You're right, halt button is sticky.
Yeah, it's not ideal. And grip lock's a little goofy sometimes too.
Goofy. It's always good when goofy becomes a descriptive term.
Did
Yeah.
Robert replace that? He had talked about it
The grip lock?
last year. The halt button.
Oh yeah, he's replaced the halt button at least once. But from what I've seen, it's pretty tangly in there, so they don't do it very often. Only when it's really not working. And it's working most of the time right now.
Yeah, it's not climbing fast enough to beat the max temp.
Yeah.
I think that's all she's got.
I win.
Little voice.
Darlene
Darlene.
wins. I feel like that's only appropriate somehow. A little.
Let's stick to operations, guys, okay? Let's keep the chatter down.
Oh, John, did you not win? Is that what happened?
I was 313. I went long.
Oh.
Let's look down at the IGTs so I know I'm not getting caught up on them.
You are a little bit wrapped around them. Or the
Darlene,
crowbar.
what was your guess?
Sorry, say again.
What was your guess?
289.
Wow, pretty good.
Oh man, I was second. It's 288.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Somebody was doing. Okay, so it was you.
It
Okay.
was me. Yep.
Then we went together.
Oh, did you eBay outbid her? Did you go 1 degree higher?
Went 1 degree lower.
She priced his rider.
Yeah, I priced
Darlene
it
was
right.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miles, do you have a marker down here?
I do. Temp
Sweet.
267.6.
Thank you.
Where's my platform? All the way in the back.
Yeah. This is everyone's favorite stow.
So, do you guys have a moment for what I would call the best bad joke of the dive so far?
Yes.
Just to celebrate the end of the dive.
Yeah.
Why are there fish at the bottom of the sea?
I don't know.
Because they dropped out of school.
Oh, that's good.
That was delightful,
I
John.
like that.
That was amazing.
That's not me. This is Nautilus
Dropped out
Live.
of
Don't
school.
discourage him. That was beautiful.
These-
So cute.
Nautilus Live are my script writers.
Oh, wow. That was something special. Thank you for sharing.
I hope I remember that one.
What if I... Oh, yeah, I'm resting on the porch. Never mind.
Well, you can probably bump out, but
That's a lot
Like,
of...
this is a better, easier stow if we're bumped out just a little bit, I think. I'm going to retract a little here.
Just to confirm for some of you on nautiluslive.org, we're not actually taking any of those those cones up this dive. That's going to be later in the cruise. They're staying there for a few more days.
How are you're pretty happy with those rocks on the porch? Like ballast wise?
they're there.
They're not going to be a thing.
The craft arm was a dog. What kind of dog would it be?
See, I was just thinking, it looks like a dog's nose pushing a little tennis ball, doesn't it?
So
That's exactly
sometimes
what
when
Miles
magnets
was
get heated
thinking.
up, they lose some of their,
Their polarization,
you know.
their magnetiness.
I feel like it's like a German Shepherd, like really loyal, be pretty fierce.
I was
smart,
thinking like
but
corgi sometimes.
corgi. It's way too big
Just-
to be a corgi.
I don't know. Just it's like chasing of the tennis balls and stuff.
Maybe a border collie.
Doesn't go very far afield though.
It's true.
It's pretty much a homebody. Could be a Newfoundland.
They sleep too much.
I don't know. I still see dinosaur.
Mango definitely looks like a turtle or a dinosaur.
I can come off the bottom and hover and stick the drawer out.
I
I
would
think it'll be easier.
Go ahead and give the drawer a bump. It'll just kind of push you back.
Okay.
Oh, it's not even pushing you back yet.
Look at that. I'm actually straight down instead of forward and down this time.
That's it.
Camera forward, though, would be more helpful. Because then I
know.
lose the perspective on
I
the...
know.
Anyway, it's
think you got it.
magnetized.
Okay.
For those of you who are old school, we've just had somebody point out that the arm looks just like K9 off Doctor Who.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good
I like
call.
that.
That is a very good call.
K9.
Let me do one last thing.
What are you thinking for your last thing here?
I'm just making sure that the shoulder's all the way up. And it is.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn off the hydraulic valve here.
Roger.
Okay, folks out there, we just finished taking the last temperature probe of the vent system that you see beside the microcolonization experiment. We're getting ready to come up, and this will be the end of our dive.
Okay, ship is headed north, you're headed south.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my direction at all.
No, you just need to come up and go straight.
Yep.
Maybe lateral to port or starboard.
Okay.
Yeah. And let me check on tether. Yep.
I'm going to start.
Wraps were zeroed when we were both facing the same direction. I don't know which way to go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they sure are.
Who did that? Not us.
Not us. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to pick one. We're going to go this way because it's faster.
Okay.
And I'm ready to start flying up.
Okay.
So you
I'm
can
lifting
probably
off.
just come on up. I'm heading up on the winch.
Okay, I'm heading forward and up.
Up more,
Gonna hit
up
8.
more. Perfect.
Oh,
Up more.
Oh.
Crap.
It's between the, there you go. Now you're good.
Up more.
terrain. Pull up.
The Ed video?
Ed video? No. It's,
Ed has a video where he's overlaid that on.
A little bit of a impact with the sediment, yeah. A little bit of sediment sampling with the porch.
So full horizontals get stretched out. And keep coming up.
I like how Argus butt cam says no video.
Yeah, it does have video though, which is nice of it. It's one of the IP cams. Okay.
And
Trim gain, C bias.
So for those of you on Nautilus Live, you can see that we're just starting to say goodbye to the seafloor now. We're going to start our ascent back through 2.7 kilometers of water. It's been what I think is another successful dive today. A lot of good experiments and samples taken.
Could we possibly tilt up, just look past all the porch?
Sure. Porch is retracted, yes. And I can push out too with the camera
Thanks.
for a little bit. Can you
Hooray.
go full wide? I'll make sure
Yeah.
Longo's out of the picture here. Okay, you can...
Near us?
Yep.
It's not even a, that's not even a relative depth. The top of the hill is about 2650, but we're not going to hit that. Yeah, we're good and clear.
What were you thinking? Is the ship moving? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, that's...
lateraling to starboard like that is deeper water, though.
Okay, that's... No, that's a really good thing to think about. Thank you. Gotcha. Good idea.
Okay.
So how about you, Darlene, in the back row? Are you pretty happy with the day?
Whoop. She peaced out.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, they're getting ready to head out.
I think she's going to collect her winnings.
Okay.
I wonder if it's that giant box of M&Ms. I keep thinking about that giant box of M&Ms.
I think, did Susan bring that?
Yeah, she did. She brought a giant jar of M&Ms and a giant box of Snickers.
Wow. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I've got one more joke for you guys before we go full blue water.
Yes.
Okay, are you all on SPL so I can hear the groans?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, what did the fish say that hit its head?
Ouch.
Damn.
That's good. I like it.
I liked the groan after the laugh.
Wah, wah.
Okay, so
Wow, controls at 100.
Oh, man.
I'm kind of addicted to these jokes now. Keep them coming.
oh yeah, well, you guys on Nautilus Live know what it's like on a blue water ascent or descent.
This is be careful what you wish for sort of thing. Watch
Yep.
out.
Yeah,
Come.
there are certain directions certain turns in the road we don't take, but no, bad jokes are a good one. And so yeah, if you guys on Nautilus Live keep your questions and comments coming in, we'll have a chance to talk a little bit more about them. As you can tell, when we're kind of working on a fixed time frame on the seafloor, we tend to let the operational and science chatter take precedence. But now it's within limits, free and easy.
Nice, 20. 20.
So just to summarize the day for anybody who might have only seen the end of our operations or is joining us now, we've completed our day's dive at the Seacliff hydrothermal vent site. We've just a few minutes ago left the seafloor and are beginning to bring the vehicles back through 2.7 kilometers of water. Typically we're back on deck somewhere around 8 p.m. each evening, plus or minus half an hour, let's say. All those times in Pacific time. Today at the Seacliff site has really been spent characterizing some of the high temperature focus flow vents that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. It's been another pretty successful day. We had a little bit of a delay this morning due to high winds on site, but have managed to conduct a pretty full range of experiments. The Nautilus itself is above the Gorda Ridge feature that of which the Sea Cliff hydrothermal vent fields form a part. This whole site is about 180 kilometers off the west coast of North America, so we're operating in the Northeast Pacific Ocean at the moment. If you're interested in where the Nautilus is going to be traveling next as it continues to explore over the summer, then I'd encourage you to look at some of the links on the top panel of nautiluslive.org and perhaps click on Expedition, and that will give you an overview of all of our exploring this summer.
Stealing your bubble.
So as you surmised, Sarah, I now have a long list of bad jokes on nautiluslive.org.
Wow. I expect only the best bad jokes,
Water column stuff.
Okay.
if you know what I'm saying.
What do you call a fish with no eyes, Sarah? There we go. that was a slow. That was a slow ball.
Hey Sarah, I got a good one for you.
Ooh, yes.
All right, what's a jellyfish's favorite time?
Favorite time?
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter jelly time?
Oh, that's a good answer, but no.
That is a good answer. I like that.
That was a song. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the real answer is Tina 4.
Tuna 4.
Yeah.
That's good. Wow. That's more sciencey than mine.
Yeah. I think both answers are very valid.
I love how you're all directing the jokes at me now. I'm okay with this.
You're a good test subject.
I'll laugh at them all.
Okay, I'm not sure how you guys will like this one, but it's very apt. So that's why it makes it through the filter, okay?
Those are all the logs this dive.
What did the white smoker say to the bacteria?
We have 820.
Nothing, it's just wait.
1201.
I hope you stick around with some substrate. I'm so oversaturated.
1, 2.
I just need someone to
Cassidy
vent
does a
to.
Good job. Josh is not a good.
Oh, wow. It's a loaded one.
We do. I try. I try hard. Oh yeah.
I think I'm
I
trying
did
to come
4
up with one.
months of
Oh.
ops on
What
Argus
did
before I
the,
switched or started training.
Give me a sec.
Okay. So this is your second time on the Nautilus, is that right?
Yeah,
Sarah?
it is. Yeah.
So where was your first cruise?
Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument.
Oh.
Hawaii last year.
Everybody who was on that cruise is trained to say that.
We are. Yes.
Yeah.
We went around the boat constantly being like, Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument. Would you like to chime in there?
All I know is that we went from the place of the light to the dark place to steal rocks from the islands of the gods.
That's
so,
actually true.
yes.
We had a
From-
cultural briefing.
Yeah.
It was great, the cultural briefing. But yeah.
It was. It was actually. It was really good. That's the. That was my summary of the cultural briefing.
Would you like to say the name of the place where we were?
Papahanaumokuakea.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not that I'm the expert. I got it.
Why do Nidarians sleep so well?
You're going to have to speak up a little bit, Miles,
Ooh,
sorry.
that's a good. Okay.
Why do Nidaria sleep so well?
I don't know, Miles. Why do Nigeria sleep so well?
Because the sea is silent.
It's the same reason Tina 4 sleep really well, too. It is. It is silent.
my go-to are the from the ROV standpoint. What's a pirate's favorite ROV?
Argus.
There we go. And I'm out. I'm done.
Pirate jokes are the best.
Papahānaumokuākea. I wasn't even on that cruise.
Now you're just bragging.
Yes, sure am. I'm a fast learner.
Yeah, we picked up something like 900 pounds of rocks or something like that.
Oh,
Oh,
so
really?
you weren't kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
that is a lot of rocks.
science was really happy.
Angular basalt.
Do you remember what the kind of science was? It a sort of a geological science goal, or?
Mostly geological, but also some, like opportunistic biology.
Okay.
It was, assessing like biodiversity and the, as well as the how old the rocks were. They wanted to tell
Right.
to see like when it was created,
Right.
and then depending on that, they might be able to tell how it was created.
Okay.
Right, and if it was, there's this whole, I guess, debate about once a sea volcano, submarine
Seamount?
volcano, becomes a seamount, and then it has weight on the crust, that sometimes it actually pushes down the crust, and so then off to the side you get little seamounts.
Oh, I see. Like
It's
a
arch volcanism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just having a little switch out here on Nautilus Live. It's currently dinner time on the boat. That stretches from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. The 4 to 8 watch spans that, so other members of the crew kindly come up and just spot us out for 10, 20 minutes or so. That's just happening with the ROV pilots at the moment. Of course, what that really means is we now have 2 people in the front row seats who have no idea about all of these bad jokes we've been telling over the last 20, 30 minutes.
No, but I'm excited to hear them.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Cassidy.
Hi.
Hey, Trevor.
Hi, Cassidy.
Hey, Trevor.
Hi, Cassidy. Hi,
Appar-
Trevor.
Apparently, I wasn't speaking loud enough.
Now you're
beforehand.
speaking loud enough.
So,
Is this loud enough?
so your ante for sitting in the chair is bad underwater jokes.
Oh, okay, great. So do I have to come up with the jokes, or do I have to pretend to laugh?
Both.
Oh,
You have to genuinely laugh,
oh,
ideally.
you will not have to pretend. Let me tell
No.
you, these are fine jokes.
You're putting pressure on yourself, John.
Oh, not me. These are me and my friends on Nautilus Live.
All these are jokes that people are writing in.
you have no idea the beast we have created.
Oh, no.
Okay, here we got a couple. So,
Can you speed up a bit?
Speed up. Yep.
how does a fish always know how much they weigh?
How?
Because they have their own scales.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
That's
I
something.
need to write these down.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
16 meters per minute.
That sounds
okay?
great.
Perfect.
really, it's at moments like this that steam starts to come out of the web browser as it struggles to keep
crash.
up.
All right, here's another one for you guys.
Okay.
What makes an octopus laugh?
Oh, I know it. I know this one. I won't say it.
Because
Oh.
it has 10 tickles.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I just thought
Good
of
job,
that.
Cassidy.
I was going to say when you pull its leg.
That's good, too.
I've heard that as how many tickles to make an octopus laugh.
10.
Mm.
Wait, is it 8?
Tentacles.
It's 8.
Technically.
Hmm.
It's good. Those are good. Those were good. Do we have any more?
That's it. All the jokes about the ocean there are.
There you go, folks.
I wish I could say that were true.
Hit me, John.
Okay, Trevor. What is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
I know this one.
Go on, tell me.
I don't. It's not.
No, it's not
It's
R.
not R.
No, you said this joke to me the other day, or did
Did I?
you? Someone said it to me.
You'd think it'd be R, but in fact, it's the 7 C's.
That's close enough that I'll say yes.
Savvy.
That is some sporty weather.
Ooh.
Is that some fun in the forecast for us, Trevor?
28.
Sorry?
Is that some
Not
fun in the
winds.
forecast for us?
The current cast.
Okay.
Current cast is it's windy.
So for those of you wondering what we actually do on Nautilus Live, in between telling bad sea jokes, we've spent the day exploring the Sea Cliff hydrothermal vent site. We finished our dive today at approximately 5 p.m. We're now ascending the vehicles through the water column, probably coming up through, what's our depth now?
2411.
Thank you.
2400
Thank you. And
meters.
thank you very much. My brain has frozen, sorry, with all of these bad jokes. They're just fluttering before my eyes. So we've had a pretty full day exploring the Sea Cliff hydrothermal vent site. That's at a depth of 2,700 meters under the sea. We're bringing them back up to Argus now. We spent the day essentially characterizing some of the high temperature vents that, if you've been following us the last couple of days, you will see have been scattered around this site. The Sea Cliff site itself is on the slopes of a submarine rift valley that forms part of the Gorda Ridge submarine feature. This is a tectonic plate boundary between the Pacific and the Gorda tectonic plates. And the whole location we've been working at, the Nautilus is currently maintaining position about 180 kilometers off the west coast of North America. I can see that no matter how much I try and tell you about the science here, you guys on Nautilus Live are just going to want more of these jokes.
Oh, I love bad jokes. Wait,
Keep
did I
them coming.
miss some like really good ones?
No.
The pirate one is my favorite.
Oh no!
And Trevor almost kind of ruined the punchline, but you got it.
Well,
Thanks. I didn't do it well.
No,
got-
it was good.
you got
had the,
there.
You had the
You got
accent
there.
and everything.
well, just
That's what you need is that
Thanks,
accent.
Cassie. Thanks for sticking with me.
to kind of bring you
Just this
guys
one
up to
time.
speed, the top joke so far is why are there fish at the bottom of the sea?
I don't know.
Because they dropped out of school.
That's
no.
a good one.
Kids stay in school.
I am a huge fan of bad jokes, so please, Nautilus Live audience, keep them coming.
Keep them puns coming.
Okay, so how do sea cucumbers know when they're fully grown?
That's hard trying to find the answer to these questions.
Oh, there's no pressure. You don't have to. You
There's
don't,
all the pressure
the
under the
punchline-
sea right now.
Under the sea.
if you
Under pressure.
if in doubt, just say I don't know, John. How do
I
sea
don't know, John.
How do
How
sea
do sea cum? Wait, what is it? Sea cucumbers?
You gotta get the accent too.
know when they're
I
fully
don't know,
grown?
John.
They feel pickled.
Oh. Deep sigh.
That was the real punchline.
As a reward for actually telling that person's joke, they also want to know what was today's 4 p.m. snack.
It was some kind of like pound
Loaf.
cake.
It was a pound cake with some like chocolate on it and raisins, right?
And I feel like there was some like
Coconut.
sea cucumber in it.
Pickle
There's
pound
some
cake.
Some sea cucumbers found its way in there.
Yeah, coconutty.
Yep.
Um,
No, it's a big talking point on Nautilus Live every day.
Really? The
Is
snack of the day?
what's the 3 to 4 p.m. snack? Yeah.
On
It's
my
not even a snack, it's a dessert of the
my
day.
first leg, Dr. Ballard came up during watch and hand delivered snacks to us.
Really?
That was
In
excellent.
the control van?
In the control van.
Was it crumbly?
Oh, it was so crumbly.
Mistake.
It was like baklava or something.
Really?
She made a mess. But we tried very hard.
Okay, I've got one more joke before Sam relieves me and then has to
Uh-oh.
enter the firestorm that is nautiluslive.org.
Oh, it's not a firestorm. We're having a great time.
What fish do pirate ships avoid?
Avoid. Oh.
Rockfish?
A scuttlefish.
Scuttle.
On that note,
The scuttle. On that note,
goodbye,
Sean
everybody. See you
has
later.
given up.
It's given up.
Running away.
Yeah.
Can't handle the pressure of these great jokes. No, people are writing in. Keep them coming.
Yes, Samantha the joke DJ.
Is that what the J in DJ stands for?
Yes.
Good. Joke.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know, that's what it means.
It's delivering jokes. That is what a DJ does. They deliver jokes.
Deliver, yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, everybody.
How's life?
Quite well, thank you. We've had
Life is
quite
well.
an exciting couple days.
Life is swell.
Life is swell.
Life is swell.
No, I don't know if this person's still listening, but I did see earlier someone had made this joke, and I actually knew this one. But do you think this has no punchline? It's all one punchline. But do you think?
Great way to start the joke. Yep.
I know. I'm bad at telling jokes.
I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna slow
And you were
down
giving me
Argus a
grief.
little bit.
No, this is perfect. Do not slow down Argus.
Don't slow down. But
We're-
the delta depth is decreasing. Now it's negative.
That means you're not going fast enough.
So I'm gonna speed up Argus real quick.
No, it's okay. I'm going to go slower this way.
All right, thanks.
So, do you guys think that the ocean is salty because it keeps waving at the land and the land doesn't wave back?
Sad. It's very sad.
That's sad.
Deep thoughts.
Trees wave back.
What?
Sorry, I want to take that a little literally.
She is bad at telling jokes.
Come on.
Unrequited love.
Trees wave back.
Trees do wave back. Good one.
No, that
Was
was
it a good one?
that was bad. Yeah, I don't
And
know.
we'll just say it's
Jury's
so you
out.
feel good about yourself.
Thanks.
How good do you
You're
feel right now?
Oh, great.
Oh, that's
Super
Perfect.
deluxe.
Super deluxe.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so here we are.
What depth are we at right now?
Well.
We're at
That's 3 holes in the ground.
It's a larvation house.
That's a Lindsay G special.
I love that joke.
What's the joke?
Well.
That's 3 holes in the ground.
Okay.
Processing.
Just give me like 2 minutes.
Well, I'm scanning the jokes here. I don't want to double up on any, but maybe I'll add in a couple of my own.
That's appreciated and encouraged.
So, what's the sea monster's favorite dish?
I don't know, Sam. What is the sea monster's favorite dish?
Fish and chips.
Was that your own?
But
I was gonna say that's not yours.
You know, I'm not
Was
even
that
sure if
yours?
they're mine anymore. I've been telling them for so long.
Oh, fish and chips.
Trevor took like a few minutes.
No,
to
I
get
didn't.
that.
I heard
That's okay.
chips, and I'm like, I don't get it. That's not that funny.
Chips, yeah.
You're like, that just makes sense.
Fish and chips. Yeah.
It's a heady one.
Yeah.
You can speed up now a little bit.
All right.
Now would be a great time.
18,
We got it back to normal speed for you, Gabby.
19, 19.
Ludicrous speed.
Trevor.
They've gone to
21?
plaid.
22.
19. 19 sounds great. 19. Okay. It's fluctuating.
Oh, there's chocolate. I think that could happen. No.
Hmm.
Sam, you missed the M&Ms. There was a big box of M&Ms. Big
Wow.
container of M&Ms.
That was a lot of M&Ms.
There were.
Still enough for tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go off comms. Important delivery. Thank you. Gabby chocolate hand delivered.
I know.
Okay, the trick to citrus is you massage it before peeling it.
Oh, you did say this the other day.
It makes it peel way better.
I agree.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
So I've got an unpopular habit that I do when it comes to citrus fruits, because I never like getting the juice on my fingers, so I bite into it to break the skin, to start peeling it, and I've gotten a lot of dirty looks for that.
That is unpopular.
Very
Yeah.
unpopular.
Is it unpopular because you're eating other people's oranges?
No, it's my orange. It's just that I just
Jess, we've talked about this.
you can't just bite
You
anyone's
can't just bite my orange.
No, it's my orange, but it's so much more convenient than going to find a knife or getting your thumb all covered in orange gross.
Oh, sir.
What was that? I am the adult in the van right now, I guess. So we're going to actually alternate between fish jokes and actual questions coming in from the Nautilus Live audience.
Okay.
Hit me, Sam.
All right, we'll start with the question because we just talked about oranges, which I think was a joke. Unclear. How many monitors do you have in the van?
1, 2, 3. Oh, video.
God.
You do
There's
that.
I knew this number too. I want to say it's
20.
I think it's 21.
Did these little
actually.
tiny
Ooh,
ones
that's
count?
pretty
too?
That does count because I do monitor that. So
What about
I've
this,
got
portable one.
we're just gonna do a full count. We got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we're well past 21.
Yeah.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
That's a wall.
No, but I'm counting through the wall. I'm using my X-ray vision to
Okay.
count through the wall behind me.
Can we do a little zoom for the folks in at home?
Yeah, we'll spin
Not
this
zoom, but
camera
spin.
around. So, friends, if you take a look at your Channel 3 satellite feed, you will see
On the quad channel.
we're looking at a whole bunch of monitors, what we normally see for
And
launch
everyone
recovery.
wave in the front row.
Stick
That's
your hands up.
our ROV team, navigators.
Whee! Look down at them, their
Yep.
silhouettes. Then if you come
Industrial
over
Science Theater.
this way, you
There's
can
Jess.
see us. How's it going, guys? I'm controlling. There's
Hello.
Sam. Woo! There's the camera. All right, so I'm looking at a bunch of monitors. We got a whole slew of monitors over here. And what Cassidy had brought up, I've got the super tiny one right in front of me,
Yeah.
and that's still a monitor too, even though it's not like what you would typically expect. And then if you spin around that way, you can see what our science team is looking at. We've
Hi,
got
science
Aubrey
team.
hiding in the
Science team.
back. Hi,
Oh.
Hello.
Aubrey. Hello. So that is a tour of the control van and all of our monitors.
Can you do a 360?
I think I can do a 360.
Can this thing do a barrel roll?
Uh,
Not quite.
are we strapped in for that?
I don't know. We're going pretty
I
fast.
hope we don't.
You know,
There
they
we
do
go.
have boats like that. The Coast Guard has boats that can do full barrel rolls through the waves.
This is not one of
Wow.
those boats.
It's a little big for that. Coming around. There's a nice vent pipe right there.
Some fibers.
There's our daytime exit door.
With a hatch there in case you need to
Oh,
close
we
it.
can't do
Oh,
a
no
full
360.
360.
Oh, no.
Oh, well. Yep, emergency hatch is right there. And we're back to the beginning. Thank you for your tour of the science van. We hope you enjoyed your ride. Please remember to keep all hands and feet inside the vehicle for your next ride.
Your
Don't
life
forget
vest
to
is
treat your
underneath your
waiter.
seat.
You can pick up your pictures at the guest lounge.
The guest lounge.
Yep.
Moody's.
So some of our viewers have noted that indeed all the people in the van right now are not on this normal watch. So we are doing dinner relief Also a little bit of comedy relief as well, apparently, in these few minutes here.
You know, it's really hard for me to try and stay professional during the dives. I'm such a chatterbox. It's nice to have some comedic relief.
This is why we do alternating between questions from the audience and jokes from the audience. So, as
Is it joke time?
It's joke time because we did the question. So,
drum roll, please. It's joke time.
Here we go. One from our viewers. What happened to the octopus who went hunting?
What happened?
It pulled a muscle.
I actually like that.
Funny because it's functional ecology.
Someone needs to explain. Someone needs to explain it to Trevor. He's still looking confused.
Processing.
No, I get it.
Are you sure?
Don't hurt yourself, Trevor.
Okay, so now we're going back to a real question.
Okay.
Is there a different door into the control van for day and for night?
Yes.
There is, yeah. Go ahead, Cassidy, take it away.
So there's one to the side. The side one is used because it. So for during the day, we use the side one because it doesn't directly light up the entire control van, and so we don't want to blind ourselves because we're in this kind of dark room. And so during the day, we'll use the side van so it doesn't light up the van, and then during the night, it doesn't really matter, so you can use either door.
Yeah, the light difference is totally wild. I walk out every time during the day shift, and I forget it's daytime.
My pupils.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite door? Is there one door you prefer using?
Yeah, I prefer the front door. I always walk up to it and yank on it during the day, and I forget that it's locked because we have to use the side door.
Excellent. Nope. We are sending. I'm updating our website status, so.
Wonderful.
You'll have to.
Well, it's time for my cliche quote of the day. Finding Nemo, the big blue. What's it like? Big and blue. I think of that every time I see this blue water on the camera.
Most of the ocean is blue water.
So, Ben, why is that?
Ooh, science
why is
question.
the ocean blue?
Because the attenuation of the different colors of light, so that blue is kind of what's preserved over the longest distance. So it's what is returned in most abundance to your eyes.
Can you use smaller words than attenuation?
So light decays or like...
It doesn't bounce back.
Right.
It doesn't bounce back into your eyes as well. It diffuses?
It diffuses. It attenuates. I don't know. It's
attenuates?
The signal becomes...
You can't define a word with the word Ben.
I'm trying to think about it, but there's been a lot of like just needless chatter. No, I'm joking.
Someone's talking.
But yeah, it's a signal that will be reduced, so that signal no longer is there.
Being returned to your eye, so you don't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think what I've learned is that, and another way to say it is that the wavelength of blue is the strongest wavelength that can penetrate that far into the ocean and return, right?
But it's specific to the medium, right? So that, for instance, the it's not like the min or max wavelength is the one that's going to survive. It just happens to be that way. It's also the particulate loading matters, right? So like coastal, you get like greens, lots of greenies.
What is particulate loading?
Like sediments
unpacking a lot.
And
phytoplankton.
Yeah. So phytoplankton actually are they're absorbing every wavelength besides green, so that's why we see them as green. But I think there's other phenomenon that actually change ocean color.
Yeah.
So for instance, satellite imagery is used as a proxy for biological productivity.
Right.
So it's kind of the science of ocean color.
Yeah.
It's a real proxy for biological productivity.
Yeah, so if we think about light reflects or it gets absorbed. And when you look at a thing and you see a color, that is that color with that wavelength being reflected back at you. So there are plenty of things that live in the ocean that will either absorb or reflect that light. So kind of to summarize what Ben was saying is there's a lot of factors and a lot of things in the ocean that will affect how that color bounces back into your eyes.